was singing a theme song while we were watching it.
The Patch.
The Patch.
Apache.
You know, we used to do.
Okay.
We used to do the theme songs sent in by the audience for a podcast way back in the day.
They're still run at the end of the podcast now, don't they?
Yeah, but we don't hear them in the studio, so I
Yeah.
forget that sometimes. Yeah.
I've never been on a podcast with you, Ryan.
No.
Ever.
I have not.
I'm excited. Where's my camera?
Is that true? You guys have never been on a podcast together?
No.
I've been on a podcast with both of you. I'm on level with you. It's okay.
It's actually a pretty interesting game.
Why haven't we done a Let's Play?
Well,
it's
on the back of
card-based?
how that Magic the Gathering
See, I'm
Let's
so
Play
sad.
went.
I wasn't around for the Magic the Gathering Let's Play they did, and none of them will let me see it to see how bad it was. You know how that app, WordLens, will replace words and change it to a different language?
Yep.
They should make one where every sign is replaced with a dick.
The barb lens,
Yeah.
basically.
Just dick vision. And you could probably very
Dick
real.
vision.
You could
Why
probably
would you go there?
I don't know, just like a
He
just a
has
funny
to.
thing.
Which
a
reminds me,
compulsion.
then there's like a YouTube or a browser app that you can plug in that will turn certain words into other words. And I've seen people sometimes in comments were talking about, oh man, this title of this video confused me so much until I realized that I had my thing that turned the word "the"
Like
into butts.
Yeah, like a filter. We used to do that
Yeah.
on the forum.
Let me explain to you just what just went down here. So do you want to have a futuristic discussion? A near future technology thing?
I
He goes
took
through
the
this big
wheel,
long explanation.
I drove him
and
into
then
dick.
Gavin goes, what if everything was a dick? Everything you've ever seen.
But that'd be a funny. Like where I was going with that is with the Google Glass thing. It will put stuff. I've never done it, but say it could do the whole augmented reality thing like a phone can. Imagine if you could just upload a virus to someone's Google Glass.
dick virus?
And everything's dicks.
You're infected with dick.
Yeah. It'd be like the
The
first
weirdest
digitally,
technological STD
Yeah,
ever.
it'd be the digitally transmitted disease.
Just dicks on everything?
Yeah.
Has Minecraft made $1 billion?
Someone told me that it made like $200 million on Christmas Day.
From licensing, and if you look at all the
believe it.
merchandise and all that. So Minecraft's a huge industry.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say the Minecraft knockoff industry is huge at this point. Yeah, so they have licensing deals, you know, they have deals all across different places, different countries. You know, it's one guy in Sweden.
What's the guy that made Infiniminer doing right now?
I don't know. It's a good question. Do you want to clarify what you mean by that?
So Minecraft is a game based off Infiniminer,
So there was a game
that what it's
called Infiniminer that was out before Minecraft.
which is basically a block-based world where you build and destroy blocks.
So it's voxel base and
What does that mean?
voxels. It's the boxes, basically, the cubes,
Ah.
the units.
Ryan, I didn't go to college.
You want me to read you here from Minecraft Wiki? What
Yeah.
it says about Infiniminer? Infiniminer is an open source, multiplayer, block-based sandbox building and digging game. In which player...
Did you miss a couple adjectives in there? I think there might have been a couple more
I know,
things
right?
that it did.
They're amazing.
It's like a run-on noun. How is that possible? In which the player is a miner searching for minerals by carving tunnels through procedurally generated voxel-based maps and building structures.
Some would call that mining.
It would be a lot faster if they said it's Minecraft. It would be. We don't have a word that means all those things. Infiniminer is commonly associated with Minecraft for giving Notch an idea on where to go with Minecraft, sometimes as a forerunner. Boy, they are really watching the verbiage here, aren't they?
Yeah.
It was developed by Zachtronic Industries and released in steps of incremental updates during April to May 2009. That's
So it's
short increments.
basically the Xerox to Microsoft and Apple.
Yeah.
Where they that was a great idea. I'm going to do that, but better.
Yeah, it quickly garnered a following on message boards around the internet and inspired Notch to start working on Minecraft several weeks after it was discontinued. Like Minecraft, Infiniminer is a block-based digging building game. It was originally intended to be played as a team-based competitive game where the goal is to locate and excavate precious metals. Sounds like your Let's Plays. Players decide it was much more fun to build things and compete for points, even though one of the most popular prizes was a Tower of Gold. Why do you know that? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We were about to owe a lot of royalties to somebody.
Zachtronics discontinued development of the game less than a month after its first release. The source code was unobfuscated. I don't know, what is the word?
Obfuscated.
Obfuscated.
What does
That
it
means
mean?
like
That's
concealment of code and stuff, doesn't it?
Well,
Like-
to conceal, essentially. To
It's
make
one of the words I
difficult
only
to
know from context, which resulted in many hackers creating hacked clients and others who were unhappy with balancing to fork, causing it to fatally lose coherence. So they had forked versions of this thing.
Fatally lose coherence.
That's
That's the best way to say a project died ever. It didn't die. It just became several smaller, weaker properties.
I don't think Notch
It's
is...
the nerdiest way of saying you're fucked.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing about that, and we can tie this back into the patch, is that Netflix is refusing to release numbers for it. They're saying, we don't have advertisers, we don't have subscribers, we don't have to report for royalty purposes, so we're not going to tell you how many people are watching
That's
the show.
smart.
Yeah, they're like, we're not going to fall for this. We're not going to do
I
it.
mean, they're not part of any big government thing that everyone has to abide to.
Big
They're
government
just,
thing.
I don't know, like TV views is like a
What do you
public...
think the rest of TV is run like? Is it there's
I don't
like
know, don't they have
the
to
Department of
report?
TV
They-
that's
do all networks-
watching your numbers?
Networks have to report their numbers, though, right?
Is there like an agent that sits outside your window, looking in your window, like, what is he watching tonight?
He's got a
Well,
clipboard.
no, I mean,
Oh,
Gavin has a
yeah.
good point that the FCC runs the broadcast, you know, so I
Yeah,
guess...
so they have to know everyone's numbers, but because Netflix
Do
doesn't...
they?
Don't they?
For what?
No, because I don't think who records those numbers, but a private entity does that. The Nielsen company
That's
does
the
that.
thing that's I've always thought was
But they-
really silly about the way we track that thing is the Nielsen thing is
garbage.
very weird. I mean,
No, it's
it's a
garbage.
system where they just hand out boxes to random assortment of people, which is one of those things where, you know, people...
sampling.
Oh, so
yeah.
it's a small sample of...
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
small.
what
Like when, say, they get one of these shows to come back on the air, and then they say nobody watches it. Well, the people that are interested in it are probably, you know, the smaller sci-fi shows, probably
So
not
why
the
would they
people that
do
have
that
the
if-
Nielsen box.
If they have all the data from all the actual views, why
They
would
don't.
They
No,
do
there is
that.
none of
This
that.
is a legacy system they had in place back when everything was broadcast. There was no way to...
Yeah, but is
That's-
there no system now that will tell you...
Well, that's why a lot of people like for as much as they like the things like Netflix, Hulu, those online things, because you can actually track the viewership, like
Well, in
who's
the-
watching it.
In the UK, they can track views.
Speaking of
Well,
Hulu...
in the UK, they like trade.
Thanks for tuning in. Ryan, Gavin, thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, I love you.
Bye.
Bye.